But hey, if you want to quit and have a publicity stunt and lie about me, I forgive you, okay?
Barges into a live airing of one of his other shows. Just like, yeah, I don't censor you guys, do you? But hey, if you want to destroy me.
Let's have a meeting tomorrow before your show, whenever you want. Let's meet tomorrow before your show, and maybe we can talk this out, work it out. And he said, no, let's just talk now. And so he called me. Now, my intentions, and I told him this, I wanted to go in this week. I wanted to go in tomorrow. And I wanted to finish this week, and I wanted to finish positively at InfoWars. And, you know, I even said if he wanted me to kind of stick around like a satellite to go down with the ship, that I'd be willing to play some sort of a satellite role to go down with the ship and be a part of that and continue, you know, wearing the name on the front of the jersey for at least some semblance while it's still ongoing. And he didn't express any interest in that. And so he told me that he didn't need me and good luck. And that was that.
Who is he? I think outside of being a host on InfoWars, he was basically the brand of InfoWars post Alex Jones. So there's Alex Jones as the most recognizable figure, but Owen was basically in second place. So, you know, the C-list or C-tier right-wing pundit. I think that he was one of the participants in January 6th. So let me, before I say that, I want to double check it. Jonathan Owen Shroyer is an American media presenter who hosted The War Room on the far-right website InfoWars. He was a radio host on a number of different radio shows. In 2018, Shroyer was named in a lawsuit filed in Texas against InfoWars and its owner Alex Jones by the parents of the children who were killed in the Sandy Hook Elementary School shooting, including one of the victims. Shroyer personally claimed on air in June 2017 that it was impossible that Neil Helson, father of the Sandy Hook victim, Jesse Lewis, could have held his son's body after the incident, and suggested in further comments that Helson was lying about his son's death. These defamatory claims, combined with others, made Alex Jones resulted in InfoWars being found liable for damages. On August 4, 2022, a Texas jury awarded the Sandy Hook plaintiffs $4.1 million in compensatory damages and an additional $45.2 million in punitive damages. In January 2022, Shroyer falsely claimed that Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau signed a $1 million non-disclosure agreement with a minor who had allegedly accused him of sexual misconduct, citing articles from the Buffalo Chronicle, a fake news website. In June 2023, Shroyer pleaded guilty to illegally entering a restricted area near the United States Capitol building in the January 6th attack. He was arrested and charged in August 2021. On September 12, 2023, he was sentenced to 60 days in jail. Prior to his guilty plea, Shroyer agreed to defer his prosecution for interrupting a congressional hearing. In 2019, he interrupted a Congress impeachment hearing to share his views that Donald Trump was innocent and that Jerry Nadler of the Democratic Party committing treason in this country. On September 1st, 2025, he announced he would be leaving InfoWars due to disagreements with Jones over the direction of the network, and he's now building his own network. Let's be clear here. This piece of shit is as close as you can get to a true believer of Alex Jones. Like, Alex Jones didn't even get arrested in fucking January 6th because he's a fucking coward. What Alex Jones did is he marched down there with a fucking megaphone. He spent days doing rallies, getting everyone real mad and fucking amped up and ready to commit violence, and then fucking going there being like, we're coming for you Satanists, we're coming for you communists, we're gonna get you, here we go, Beelzebub has been destroyed, you know, all this kind of shit. And then when they all get there, he realizes that it ain't no game, that shit is actually like popping off, and then he immediately was just like, holy fuck, this is real. These people are so gassed that they're about to commit treason. Time for Alex to wash his hands. And he pulls out the mic and is on camera being like, we've all been tricked. We've been tricked. It's Antifa. Hey, this is an Antifa psyop. Quickly, get out, everyone. Return, get out. And that's been his defense ever since. Like, no. I was not a January 6th instigator. I was not a January 6th participant. All right, I was one of the people who you can clearly see on camera telling people to go in the opposite direction and telling them, oh, no. This whole thing is Antifa, is a psyop. You know, they're just trying to make us look bad. And so, you know, it's the other people who were guilty, including your top brass soldier, Mr. Owen, who ended up having to do some prison time on your behalf. Now, as the InfoWars entire empire is just like fucking burning in freefall, not to mention, can we be clear, Alex Jones has sold out all of his beliefs. Like, if you think about the totality of his life's work, where it's like there is a shadowy deep state government cabal that is trying to combine with big tech to do mass surveillance system on its own citizens, to use the authority of the state and state violence to use the military against its own people for the purposes of an authoritarian takeover, in conjunction with people trying to control your health and your own medications. That all happened. It's the Trump administration, and he's never been more loyal or a bigger bootlicker than he is now. Everything he warned people about, mass surveillance being done by big tech corporations with advanced artificial intelligence, Palantir, the government trying to control your health, RFK Jr., authoritarian crackdowns, the use of state violence in the military against its own people, Donald Trump sending troops into different fucking states or into different areas of the United States or different cities. It's all happening. Everything that he warned his own audience to look out for, if we're not careful, if you don't buy my dick pills, if you don't eat my fucking weird ass chicken gluten, this will happen. This will happen, I warn you. And then as soon as it happens, immediately it's like, oh, it's happening, folks. You know, the tyranny of the deep state is finally being destroyed. Trump may be the king of the pedophiles and may have been Jeffrey Epstein's best friend, but he's doing that as some kind of deep operative cover so he could get in and effectively take down the deep sate. And now that he's a part of the deep state and he's effectively trying to destroy it, we finally have control. Patriots are back in control, my friends. Buy my dick pills. More dick pills. All of you need my dick pills. And it's like, okay, so the guy believes in nothing. I can see a handful of InfoWars people who aren't just like, you know, on the payroll or deep in the sauce being pissed off about this enough to be like, I don't know if I want to be a fire to this whole thing because y'all are the deep state. We are the bootlickers. We are literally doing what we promised people we would warn them about. We're involved in that. Alex, that's you. You have become everything you ever warned people about your entire career. You literally believe in nothing. And it's like, yeah, but he does believe in printing cash. That's what it's always been about. So I could see his most loyal fucking soldier being a little disillusioned with all of this. Being a little bit like, I gave you everything, Dad. You know? I gave you everything. I pushed your dick pills, overpriced as they were. Now mine doesn't work, but I did what you wanted. I took them. I was your soy boy. I ate your soy. I complained about all the things you wanted me to complain about. I did it January 6th. I did it. I wasn't just all talk. I participated. I went to prison for you, dog. Like, I served time. I've got a record. Like, my career options are somewhat limited, and yet now you sold us out. Everything.
That was that. So I wanted to make this announcement on InfoWars. I wanted to make this announcement with Alex. That actually meant a lot to me. That's what I wanted. I wanted to leave in a very positive fashion. I wanted to announce it to the InfoWars audience on the InfoWars airwaves. I wanted Alex and the crew and everybody to be there, and I wanted to shake Alex's hand. I wanted to thank him for everything. I wanted to just go down memory lane of all the things that we've done, but he wasn't interested in that. And he said, don't come in this week.
Man, that's cold. You know, again, shitty stuff happening to shitty people. I'm very much here for it. Yeah, that does not surprise me that Alex Jones is a big-ass man, baby, because we already knew that about him, right? But that's just, it's so funny that he's doing that to, again, one of his super soldiers. This guy got arrested to fucking validate your own fucked up beliefs. And he's always been the most loyal. You get on the air tomorrow and you basically... you just sell my dick pills. That's what I want. You get out there and you sell those pills. And then, yeah, you can talk about some of the things that you're worried about. Deep state, all that kind of shit. Yeah, I get it.
So that was that. So now here I am announcing that it's done. I will not be on InfoWars. I don't know if ever again. Won't be hosting the War Room this week. And... I don't really know what else there is to say about that, other than it's not how I wanted it to be, but I was left with no choice.
What was the no choice? That's the part I want to know.
I was left with no choice. Now, I don't know how Alex wants to handle it. Honestly, I hope that he just doesn't talk about it at all.
Oh, I got a clip for y'all.
People might view that as like a bad thing or a negative thing. I don't think so.
He lost his mind live on air.
It's if he wants to just sever ties and just move on like that, I have no problem with it. So I don't I hope he doesn't make a thing of it. I hope he's fine. He can bring in whoever he wants to host it or shut it down. I don't really care. I don't have anything negative to say about Alex. This is not what this is about. I have nothing but respect and appreciation.
See, yeah, that doesn't get you the non-revenge. Like, he's still going to attack you. You can't play that card. You can't be like, I think Alex is a good guy, an honorable man. He's trying to fight the deep state. He'll eventually take it down, and I wish him the best, and I love him, honestly, like a father. He literally was, in many ways, a surrogate father to me, and now it's kind of sad, when daddy doesn't love you anymore.
For Alex and everything that we've done at InfoWars, I'm not sure that was mutual, but it doesn't really matter. But kind of to give you the longer form situation, you probably noticed that I had not been hosting the War Room a lot this month. And, Alex had been coming into my show and talking about how I'm negative and calling me a pessimist and all this other stuff, which is fine. You work for Alex, you're going to get hit with it a lot.
So I guess I was kind of right in that Alex Jones is like the biggest fucking Trump administration bootlicker. And, there's no way to see what the fuck Trump is doing right now if you are someone who's worried about the deep state, who's worried about government overreach, authoritarianism, or big tech and surveillance systems and AI being used against its own citizens. That's all happening out in the open right now. And if you cared about Jeffrey Epstein and the Epstein conspiracy and the pedophile network, and you made that a cornerstone of the things you talk about constantly, there's no way to ignore how they are now actively the ones covering up the entire thing. It looks really bad. So if you're having a show like the War Room and you're Owen and you're doing a regular like, guys, I gotta be honest here, kind of fucked up. Not the greatest thing, the whole missing minute of footage. Now it turns out that was like 3 minutes of doctored footage, and now that there's this letter from Epstein to Trump, and he's basically saying like, we're both pedophiles. I love being a pedophile with you. That's kind of fucked up. And that, now they're basically taking Ghislaine Maxwell, taking her out of prison, putting her into that other place, and she's getting all the special treatment. And now she's saying that Trump did nothing wrong, which is kind of like the whole timing of the thing. Not the greatest of the moments between two those, but gotta say the whole thing that gosh darn does look pretty bad. You got Alex walking in there. No, the fuck are you talking about? You don't say shit about Trump. I told you the fucking 1,000th time. You fucking bad boy.
Alex is not easy to work for, and that's fine. That's okay. But okay, he says I'm too negative. He says I'm a pessimist. Whatever. I'm too anti-Trump.
I was right.
So I just said, all right, you know what? I'll just take some time off. I'll just disappear. And if Alex thinks I'm too negative, then maybe he's right. Maybe he's right. Maybe I'm too negative now. Maybe I'm too much of a pessimist now. Maybe I'm too anti-Trump now. Whatever his issue was when he kept coming in the show telling me.
You can tell it was always projection with a lot of these far-right types, especially when it came to things like cucking. Or men being subservient to other men or things like that. They're obsessed with that and talking to other people about it, despite the fact that, like, Roger Stone is an open cuck. He enjoys to be cuckolded. Like, this is not a thing. But this kind of, like, this Trumpian attitude where it's basically like, you don't question shit. You do as you're told. Did you not get the memo? Did you not know that this is what it was about? And for someone like Owen Shroyer, who's like, he's a devotee. He was a first big-time InfoWars fan, loved growing up on it, and eventually he got his dream. He got to work for Daddy. And not only did he start out in the ground floor of InfoWars, he climbed all the way to the top until he was the second in command in terms of brand ambassador hosts on that show. He was such a loyal soldier for Alex Jones. He goddamn did a Jan 6, got arrested, all this kind of shit. And now that this stuff is going down with like Donald Trump and them being like, yikes, not great. Not ideal. It does feel like Trump is kind of working directly with these big tech companies. They were literally on his inauguration. He's going to give, what, $200 billion in these grants for these government surveillance systems that are directly using technology that's been used in Israel to commit war crimes. We should actually be kind of worried about that if it's going to be used against our own citizens. They're talking about actually deploying the military against our people. That's also kind of worrying. And yeah, sure, it's happening to like the gay parts of the country, but even then, one time or another, if we don't worry about this and say something, they'll come for the straight. So we got to be worried about that right now. And I don't know, I'm kind of worried. Boom, you are cast astray. You are fucking completely removed.
I'm too negative, saying I'm a pessimist on his show. I said, okay, maybe he's right. I'll take some time off. I'll blow off some steam. I'll just get out of the ring for a week. And, you know, maybe I'll come back a little more positive. And you know, maybe there was a level of reality to that. And I think I did come back more positive. But the same issues that I had started up immediately as soon as I came back. And it's not to say that I didn't have creative control over the InfoWars war room. But I mean, imagine it's like somebody staring over your back 24/7.
I mean, hey, just like the exact same happened with Steven Crowder and his employees, time and time again, when there happens to be these right-wing media empires, networks, doesn't matter if it's InfoWars, doesn't matter if it's the Daily Wire, same shit there. When people actually, the old employees, or even people who were really high up in charge, when they come out to speak out about it, turns out behind the scenes, it's not at all the way that they present themselves. That we care about truth, that we care about exposing the deep state, that we care about like not controlling our employees and our reporters and what they can say, etc. Pundits, but still, you know, they think they're a lot more serious than they are. But then when you find out behind the scenes, they're dictatorships, total and complete dictatorships run by tyrants. In some cases, alcoholic, degenerate, people who are trying to basically unpack a lot of their own strange bisexuality or homosexuality in the case of Steven Crowder, or in the case of Alex Jones, obviously demanding utter and complete loyalty to Donald Trump, even though that would be basically upending all of the values he is supposed to actually care about, which is like, do you care about calling out government overreach, the deep state, all that kind of stuff? Well, it turns out when you try to do that, Alex Jones attacks you. So Alex Jones responds, Owen had wanted to go for a while. He told me he was quitting yesterday afternoon. He told me if I need him for another week, he would do it, and I said no. It's that simple. I built InfoWars to be radio, talk show, and TV. The Office News is a newsroom. So when big stuff would break, I and others would bring stuff to the show's producers. That's as far as me standing over his shoulder went, except maybe twice a month walking onto the show. That's what we've always done on all shows, including mine. I've known Owen for over 9 years, and I love the guy. That said, when I started to watch what he said last night online, it was sad, and I stooped. I wish Owen all the best for his life and the great work he does fighting evil and promoting freedom. I never censored him and agreed with 99% of what I saw him talk about. I only encouraged him to be more positive in general when talking about the fact that humanity has come a long way with the great awakening of the glorious leader Donald Trump. Bottom line, he wanted to be his own captain. I think that's great. I'm surprised by the censorship claim he's hitting at me, but if he thinks he needs to say to build his own show, that'll be on him. As for me, I'm taking the high road and will continue to promote Owen when I see the cool stuff he does. Godspeed to Owen. Well, turns out that was a lie. Here's Alex Jones walking on to his own set, wasted, to complain about it.
I'm here to censor.
Oh no,
He's here.
we've crossed the line.
You should launch a new independent show and claim that I censored you for years and get 1 million viewers and betrayed me. And you're allowed to lie about me any way you want.
You know I love you.
No, this is,
Look, let's reject the let's reject the grabbler.
This is a. I'm using this as a case point. You understand that?
Mm-hmm.
How much have I come in and censored you over the years?
Yeah, not enough, frankly. I say some
Yeah, we
things that I
miss
shouldn't
you.
be
But have I
saying.
ever censored you?
Never once, literally never once.
Hey, if you want to quit and have a publicity stunt and lie about me, I forgive you, okay?
Seems like he's taking this very well. Just barges into a live airing of one of his other shows. Just be like, yeah, I don't censor you guys, do you? But hey, if you want to fucking betray me, right? I mean, would you do that fucking shit?
I know. I'm just saying I expected. Hey, David Knight did it. Owen's done it. And I tell you, I was taking the high road till I actually started watching it. And it's like Anakin Skywalker's become Darth Vader.
Can we sing a song?
Hey, when I go
I love how unbelievably awkward it is. You just got a wasted ass Alex Jones barging into your set, and it's like, no, you've never tried to censor us, right? Even though right now you're really not letting us speak, and we kind of just want to get back to our reporting. So could we maybe just talk about something else, sir?
when I go on the air, I'm letting you have it, Shroyer. You stabbed your brother in this operation in the back, and you're a fucking liar.
Can we sing a song?
Fucking asshole.
Can we sing a song?
Shit.
We're gonna take a little break here. We're gonna sing a song. I'm angry. I've had enough of these people. They're a bunch of Christian murdering scum, running giant death factories, keeping babies alive and selling their body parts. What more do you need to know about these people?
This is so creepy. You guys have memorized the Nick Let's Go parody song to the point where you both can not only sing it, but you can harmonize? The fuck? Also, great cover. I no longer am thinking about Alex Jones arriving completely fucking shit-faced on set to talk shit about one of his former employees and demand that he doesn't actually reveal to the world that they get censored. Yeah.
I go out and face these scum. They literally crawl out from under rocks. They have green-looking skin, and they run around screaming, we love Satan, we want to eat babies.
It actually did calm me down hearing it. I mean, it is a great song. I don't know if you know the meme. Let's go put together, what if Alex Jones was like a folk song, and so he took all these quotes and then auto-tuned them to turn it into a song. And you know, it was apparently a meme that Alex Jones loves so much that it's actually, you know, something his own employees have memorized.
I have them on video. Hillary's into creepy, weird, sick stuff, man.
People don't believe me that we sing this song. Everybody in the office knows this song by heart.
That is really weird and creepy. Yeah, that's really strange. I gotta be honest.
By heart.
And it's a truly beautiful thing. I don't realize how upset Alex was over.
It's tough, you know. Look, I mean, it's kind of a Batman and Robin situation. I really think that they're both going to go on to do great things, but it's difficult.
Oh yeah, I mean, I agree.
I
Yeah, but I'm Batman, right? I'm Batman. Yeah, no, I'm the top. Don't fuck around with this shit, all right? I'm not fucking Robin.
realize how upset you were.
It's totally normal to go and
Why is no one stopping him? Like even like a cameraman or something. It's like, sir. Do you know live? We're live. You see that giant light over there? It says we're live now. We're live. This is all going to be stuff that maybe, just maybe, people who hate you might laugh at you for.
do innuendo that you've been censored and controlled and got to go because you're talking bad about Trump and this stuff. And then later, hours later, go, oh no, he didn't censor me. All set up to boost himself off of lying about me. I don't ever get involved in infighting, but I've known somebody 10 years and they've been my friend, but he's gotten really dark, didn't talk to the crew the last 2 years. And so it's just like a different person.
He got really dark, didn't talk to the crew. Damn. Again, it's fucked up because like I could not imagine a more loyal soldier of Alex Jones.
I'm not here to be the villain for somebody's lie. So wait till you hear his phone call to me yesterday. He literally talked to me like it was a crack whore and he was a pimp. He's like, yeah, well, if you're desperate, pay me more, I'll stay. But I'm going to promote my new show on InfoWars, huh?
Let's take the high road.
Really nice. I might do a week. I was like, man, this is really hurting my feelings, dude. No, it's all right. You don't have to come in. I hung up, started fucking crying. And then he goes on fucking air and lies about me. Fuck you, you fucking piece of shit. I won't fucking take people stabbing me in the back anymore. Fuck you. Get ready.
So, because that'll be clipped, you can follow me at Rex Jones News on Twitter, and that's Rex Jones News with a Z.
Will not be doing that. You fucking, I'm sure, just as weird and racist. You gotta be a fucking particularly sad individual to want to work underneath that man's umbrella. And then be like, yeah, I guess I want to use this as an opportunity to promote myself.
Very
Thank you so much for watching, everyone. This video wouldn't be at all possible without the financial support of all the people whose names you see on the screen right now. And if you want to unlock secret bonus episodes, content that we can't post anywhere else, or get the videos early before anyone else gets to see them, please go on to patreon.com/theserfs. For as little as $1, you can help support this channel and help make more videos like this possible. Our executive producers are Anna Loves Riley, Adrian McCarthy, Bobby Lasers, Cheryl Alvarez, Comrade Junkie, Doug Caddy, Everything Important, Garrett Sandoval, Hagbard Celine, Jimmy Sombrero, Multimondi, Omni, Political Papi, Preston Kroll, Quiet 185, Richard Boehm, Riley and Anna, Roller Dragon, Cernicus, Stellar Gwyn, Sebastian Demel, Tigwick, Trav, and Words Greenwood. And also, it wouldn't be possible without all the names you see on the screen right now. Again, if you want to help produce this content, it's only made possible through the funding of our patrons. Head on down to patreon.com/theserfs. That's patreon.com/theserfs.